So students, today we will discuss about latest CBSE sample paper 2021 for chemistry. There are many changes in this year's sample paper. All of you might be aware, and I prepared one blueprint for this sample paper. With the help of this blueprint, you will be able to understand what type of questions are coming and what is the weightage. So here I did some homework for you. These are the chapters we have in NCERT class 12th chemistry, and total we have 16 chapters. You know that chapter 6, that's isolation of elements, chapter 15 polymer, and chapter 16 chemistry in everyday life. These three chapters are completely deleted from our syllabus this year, and in case of other chapters there are some deletion that you might be aware. So I have written here that what is the weightage of these chapters and how many marks of questions are coming from each chapter. For example, in solid state chapter, you will get one question of 1 mark, one question of 2 mark, one question of 3 mark. So total it will be 6. In case of solution chapter, you will get two questions of 1 mark and one question of 2 mark. The total will be 4. In case of electrochemistry, you will get one question of 1 mark and one question of 5 mark. So in surface chemistry, this year in sample paper they have given one question of case study. Now from this year you will get two questions of case study in your exam, and these two questions they are giving question number 1 and question number 2. So from surface chemistry in sample paper they are given case study question of 4 mark. It will be MCQ, 4 MCQ, 1 mark each. In case of P block element, in sample paper they are given one question of 1 mark, one question of 2 mark, one question of 3 mark, and one question of 5 mark. So total weightage is 11 marks. This P block has got maximum weightage 11 out of 70. So you need to prepare this chapter very well. In D and F block element, we'll get two question of 1 mark, one question of 3 mark. Total will be 5 marks. In coordination compound, there will be one question of 1 mark, one question of 2 mark. Total it is 3. In case of haloalkane and haloarine, that is organic is starting from here, we'll get one question of 1 mark and two questions of 2 marks. So total it will be 5. In case of alcohol, phenol and ether, again they have asked one case study question. It means there will be 4 questions of 1 mark each. This is our second question in sample paper. And other than case study, they have asked one question of 1 mark and one question of 2 marks. So total it will be 7. So after P block element, we have more weightage for this alcohol, phenol and ether chapter. In case of aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, there is one question of 1 mark and one question of 5 mark. Total it is 6 marks. In amines, we have one question of 1 mark and one question of 3 mark. Total will be 4. In biomolecules, we have one question of 1 mark, one question of 1 mark again, and one question of 3 marks. So total will be 5. And as I told you, these two chapters are deleted this year from your CBSE syllabus. So if we consider the overall weightage of physical, inorganic and organic chemistry, so I did this homework for you. Physical chemistry, it is of 24 marks out of 70. Inorganic chemistry is 19 marks out of 70, and organic chemistry has got maximum weightage, that is 27 marks. So you need to prepare organic chemistry thoroughly so that you can answer all these type of questions. And students, total questions will be 33, and there will be 4 sections in your question paper. Section A, it will be MCQ. One question will be of case study, that is 4 marks. Again, second question will be of case study, 4 marks. Question 3 to 16 will be normal MCQs, and again 14 questions, 14 marks. In section B, we have 2 marker questions, and it will be question 17 to question 25. Total question will be 9. So 2 into 9, it will be of 18 marks. In section C, students, we have 3 marker question. So it will be question 26 to question 30. total question will be 5. Altogether it will be 15 marks. In section D we have 3 questions of 5 mark and question number will be 31 to 33. Altogether it will be 15. So if you add all these, then again you will get 70 marks, and total of all these marks is also 70. So now you know that there will be 33 questions, there will be MCQs, there will be 2 marker, there will be 3 marker, and there will be 5 marker question. Total MCQ will be 22 in your exam. Out of 22 marker questions, 13 will be our normal MCQ and 9 questions will be of assertion and reasoning. It means this year there is more weightage of assertion and reasoning. I have prepared another video for assertion and reasoning questions. You can see that video if you have not seen yet. And in case of these assertion and reasoning questions, last year it was 4 marker, but now it is 9 marks. So you need to prepare these questions very seriously. And if we talk about internal choice, what is the internal choice this year? There will be no external choice, student. External choice means that you will be not free to pick some questions and to leave some questions. There will be internal choice. Internal question choice means if suppose there is choice in question number 17, then from question number 17 only you have the choice. That choice will not be utilized in any other question. So in case of 1 marker questions, total questions we have 22 students, and out of these 22 questions we have 7 internal choice. In case of 2 marker students, total questions will be 9 and there will be choice in 3 questions. In case of 3 marker students, total questions will be 5 as we discussed here also, and there will be internal choice in case of 2 questions. And in 5 marker questions, as I told you, there will be 3 questions of 5 mark, and in each question you will get the internal choice. So there is very good choice provided by the CBSE this year in sample paper, and it will be helpful for you. But you need to prepare your syllabus very carefully, very seriously. You need to do all the questions of NCERT, that is in test as well as exercise. Plus you have to solve previous year questions. Then only you will be able to answer case study questions, because in case study questions the more emphasis is given on your conceptual clarity. It's not like that some paragraph they have given and with the help of paragraph you just read the paragraph and you will find the answer. It's not like this. In case of case study questions, they have given conceptual case questions. In my another video you will find how to solve the case study questions properly. And one important thing is there, this year use of calculator and log table is not permitted. Calculator was not permitted earlier also, but they were providing log table so that you can solve the questions with the help of log table. But this year might be due to corona problem, COVID problem, they avoid this log table, because if the same log table is taken by different students, then it will not be good for our health. So therefore they have prohibited this use of log table. It means they will give you the value of related log in the question itself. So I think now it will be very clear to you that what type of questions paper will be in your exam. You know the weightage of different chapters. Accordingly you need to prepare. A chapter having more weightage you can prepare in the beginning. After that you can prepare the other chapters, and more efforts you have to devote for your case study questions as well as assertion reasoning questions. And as I told you that total MCQs are of 22 marks, but if you go thoroughly to the question paper, then you will find that in case of some 3 marker question or even 5 marker questions, they have subparts. If 3 marker question is having 3 part, 5 marker question is having 5 part, it means again the questions will be of MCQ type. So in total paper out of 70, we have nearly 45 MCQs. If we consider the sub parts of different questions also, it means weightage of MCQs is too much in this sample paper, and you need to prepare your syllabus very seriously, very carefully. 2-3 times you have to prepare it, 2-3 times you have to revise it, then only you will be able to answer all the questions. And if you practice for these type of multiple choice questions and assertion reason questions, then it's going to be helpful for you in your competitive entrance examinations also, because CBSE has added these type of questions according to our new education policy, national education policy, because according to this policy, the student has to develop conceptual clarity about any subject, whether it's physics, chemistry or maths. I hope now everything is clear to you, and you can take a printout of this blueprint so that it will be helpful for you while studying these chapters. I hope you like my video, and if you like my video, please share and subscribe. Thanks. All the best.